You know, if you're going to do it, go all the way. Don't take any shit. Okay? Don't apologize if you're not wrong. Don't back down. You know, and take the risks. Okay? Because I'm going to tell you right now, and this is, you know, for any kind of sporting event or life, is you can play the game to finish, but you will seldom, if ever, win. Hello, everybody. Terrence Popp here with another episode of Live from the Lair. All right. This one should come out just prior to Christmas. So I want to say to everyone out there who's a Christian, happy God fell out of a meat sack day. Okay. Now, you know, it is what it is. You know, it just so happens that nobody really knows when the actual birth of Christ was, and they just moved it near some kind of heathenistic fucking U-log fucking bullshit they used to do, so they kind of overlap. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. All right, now, if you're, you know, Jewish, happy Hanukkah, you know. Of the two, you know, religious holidays of this month, you know, it's a lot more feasible that you could make oil stretch for 8 days than it is for a woman to get knocked up without, you know, the insertion of a penis. Just saying, hey, don't judge me. All right, I'm a realist here, you know. I'm just saying the truth. Don't get fucking mad at me. All right. I was driving around today. You know, we filmed earlier. You know, couldn't get done because I had my kids, and it kind of got all fucked up. And was listening to NPR, and they were talking about, you know, some dude who basically came from nowhere, did some impossible bullshit, and, you know, became semi-famous to full famous. I'm not going to say his name. And they were talking to him, and it dawned on me that that individual had the mindset to win. And what I mean by that is, you know, be that person that nobody wants to fuck with. Okay, I write about this in my book, The Warrior's Way and the Soldier's Soul. Be the person no one wants to fight twice. And I've tried to live up to that my, you know, half a fucking century on this planet. I mean, going all the way back to fucking kindergarten. I mean, from the very fucking beginning, I took no shit. I mean, a little bit, I would put up with a little bit of bullshit, but the minute you fucking touch me, it was fucking on. And it didn't matter if it was one guy or 12. I'd still fight you. Of course, I couldn't beat 12 guys. You know, I'm just a human being. But I did hunt them all down one-on-one and kick the shit out of them badly. So, you know, none of them ever wanted to do that fucking twice. Thus the saying in my book. And I've also carried this forward into my life in general. You know, go all the way. You know, if you're going to do it, go all the way. Don't take any shit. Okay? Don't apologize if you're not wrong. Don't back down. You know, and take the risks. Okay? Because I'm going to tell you right now, and this is, you know, for any kind of sporting event or life, is you can play the game to finish, but you will seldom, if ever, win. And I mean, I recall I came into active duty. All I could get was infantry. They kind of fucked me, straight leg infantry. I went to 9th ID. Everyone said, there's no way you're going to get out of leg land. You're locked in. You know, whatever. Nobody fucking helped me. Everyone and their mother was fucking, you know, throwing up roadblocks, not giving me bad advice. And telling me, oh, you can't do it. It's impossible. You don't have what it takes. You're not strong. I heard it all. You know, I pulled it out. I followed the regs. I did the packets, sent them up the chain. They got thrown in the circular file. I got JAG involved. They got IG. People got relieved. I got an airborne slot and then was handpicked by Sergeant Major Leon Guerrero to go to the 2nd Ranger Battalion. And the rest was history.
Would you ever fuck a zombie?
Bad Pop's got bad news. The end? It's extremely fucking nigh.
You can't kill something that's already dead.
And the only thing standing in between you and a horde of the undead is toxic masculinity. Weh? So hold on to your butts and get set for Red Days. Get your copy on DVD or Blu-ray on Amazon today. A link is in the description, bitches.
It's a right provided to them by the Queen.
Fuck her, she's a whore. The same attitude helped me to succeed in the Ranger Battalion. Because when I showed up there, I was an E4, tabless bitch, meaning E4 without Ranger School, and instantaneously everyone there hated my guts. Because of my rank and time in service, I pretty much jumped in front of everyone for Ranger School. And some of those guys have been waiting a year, year and a half, 2 years. So they fucking hated my guts. Called me leg. And it so happens when I showed up there, my squad leader and 2 team leaders were at West Point running sticks lanes. So I was the senior ranking guy. They put me in charge of the squad. I'm like, what the fuck is this? But back then, 2nd Bat, was they followed the regs. And that's what the regs were. One of the other team leaders, who was very upset at this, basically rolled my team into his team. And we were going to run around the airfield, which is 5.5 miles on Fort Lewis. And, learn me a lesson. And this guy's name started with a Z. I'm not going to say his name. We later on became friends, but it was rocky in the beginning. And apparently he was some kind of fast long distance runner, and he was fucking fast. He took off, boom. We were doing, in RIP, to graduate RIP, you got to run 5 miles in 40 minutes or less. Well, Z ran this in less. And it was his squad, 9 guys, and I think I had 5, maybe 6 guys, so it was 14, 15 of us. And by the time we had finished the run, Z was left, I was left, and 2 other guys from his squad. Everyone else had dropped out. So he had done everything in his power to try to make me fucking quit. It didn't fucking happen because I never quit anything in my life. And this brings back a memory. I remember I started high school. 4'8", 89 pounds. I was nothing. Smallest fucking guy on the fucking football team. And the coach at the time, Coach May, motherfucker, I hate that dude's guts, basically called me in and said, we want you to quit. And I told him, I'm not quitting. Because I knew that I needed this. I needed some kind of male structure in my life because I didn't have any of that because I was raised by a single mother. And I knew it was going to suck. I knew it was going to hurt. And I told him, I'm not fucking quitting. And he said, well, I'm going to talk to the rest guys on the team because you're making us look bad. And I said, well, I hope you packed a lunch and brought an umbrella for some shade because I ain't fucking quitting. And he was true to his word. All the dudes on that football team kicked the shit out of me for the entire fucking season. I never started. I was like 3rd string, hanging on by a fucking, shoelace. But it is what it is. And, he was the coach for the JV team, so the same thing repeated in 10th grade. Got my ass fucking handed to me. Junior year, again, I was, I was 117 pounds. First varsity year, I was playing inside-outside linebacker, monster back, and floating safety. And, the coach D'Angelo basically let me stay on the team because at varsity level you could get cut because he said I had heart. In fact, he mentioned it a couple times throughout the 2 years before I graduated. He basically said, Pop, I wish I could take your heart and copy it and put it in all the rest of my fucking players because they would be indestructible. it would be undefeated. Because I took an absolute fucking ass beating, a shellacking for 4 fucking years. But I never quit. And it was that one fucking lesson, just don't quit, that made everything else fucking possible. And I'm not even done yet. I still have other shit to do. Hopefully my health will hold out and I'll keep my air addiction long enough to bring this, to fruition. But, it is what it is. Like, I wrote a book. I got another one that I'm going to start editing. That one's done. I got another one after that. There's 3 in the series. That one's 75% done. I could finish that in about 3 weeks, maybe 4. So hopefully my goal, because I'm not going to fucking quit, is to put out 4 books a year. I want to start doing a podcast, maybe some stand-up comedy. I'll have to do it on the internet because unfortunately, in a lot of the clubs that have open mic nights, my sense of humor and my non-political correctness, I really don't stand much of a chance. But am I going to quit? Fuck no. Not quitting, not laying down for anyone. And I'm going to do that all the way to my last fucking day. In fact, I'm going to do that till my last fucking second. Because you only live once, gentlemen. And it's just that simple. So, I get a lot of emails from guys who ask my opinion on, on what it takes to, to succeed. All right. Listen, there is no secret. People tell you the books, they give books on how to succeed and 10 habits of winners and what have you. I mean, there's just a whole gambit of books out there. Self-help for winners, winners for dummies. It's all out there. But it all boils down to one simple thing. Don't fucking quit. All you got to do to be more than the sum of your parts is be able to stand up more, just a hair longer than the guy next to you. Be a fraction of a second faster than the guy next to you. Okay? Even if you don't come in first, finish. If you finish enough times, you still fucking win. Because the minute you fucking quit, you're defeated. I know there's a lot of guys out there, especially guys going through divorce. And they go in there and they know the deck is stacked against you in every possible way. And I've talked to a lot of guys who just laid down and 10, 12, 20 years later regret the shit out of it because they saw what happened to their children. All right, my opinion, my advice to you is don't lay down for anyone. All right, it doesn't matter if the deck is stacked against you. You fight it tooth and fucking nail, go down fucking swinging. Hell, I got fucking creamed in divorce. And I had my ex-wife in court virtually every 22 to 25 days for almost 2 fucking years before I got what I fucking wanted, which was more time with my kids. And you know what? And I'm not done. I still am going back to court to fight for yet more time. I know my kids are older now, but fuck it. I'm going to do it anyway. And they can just kiss my ass. So, gentlemen, I want you to enjoy your fucking holiday. I want you to cherish the little things. Be all caught up on your I love yous and your goodbyes because tomorrow is promised to no one. And I want you to make a New Year's resolution that you are going to drive forward. You are going to succeed. And no matter what they throw in front of you, you're going to navigate the obstacles and you're going to persevere and you're going to fucking win. Gentlemen, if you could simply do that, I can die a happy man.